Come have some fun and watch some games. Time to get crazy. It's night and day. Yeah. If people say, hey Rob, your hair is retarded. It looks like a fucking rat died on your head. Then I would be like, yeah. I wouldn't be like, no, it's a safe space for hair. It doesn't.
Are you
it
kidding?
looks
This
great.
is what Farrah Fawcett did in the 70s.
I need a haircut. I'm not going to pretend that everything's looking the best. Night and day, back again.
Yes, we are back in the world of Resident Evil 3.
Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my, oh. It is time to go to Ohio. Let us play.
Yes, indeed. Let's, yeah, there we go.
Residente. So yeah, as you can hear by the
epic
crazy music,
yeah.
we are at what seems to be the end of the game, and as you can see by our lack of maps and places to go, we are at what seems to be the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Just in case there's any other goodies we can find here. Not looking like it. All right.
Well, that's good enough. We just went down this elevator. Glad that we did use this key card here, because it got us 12 grenade rounds and the freaking brand new rocket launcher, which for some reason also still only takes up the amount of space that a key does in your pocket.
Equivalent to a key. That's perfect. That'll work.
But yeah, holy shnikes, we are happy to have this grenade or rocket launcher to mess with.
Oh yeah, we'll put the key card back because that is officially finished.
But yeah, this, yeah, we definitely heard one.
Oh yeah.
He groaned in pain.
Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, you know you're at the end of the Resident Evil game. You can leave the hall and come back if you want. Whatever. You know you're at the end of the Resident Evil game when you get to this, like, fully skinless kind of zombies.
Yeah, exactly. Where everything, I guess, is supposed to look like it was on fire. And, yeah, now they're all just running around with no clothes on.
Yeah, they've been in here longer. They've decomposed further.
Well, here it is. There you go. Anybody else? I think it's 3 or 4. Not quite sure. Not hearing anybody else? Okay. I'll pretend like everything's good in the world then. Alright.
Hey, we were just talking about that.
Yeah. Excuse me, guys.
So yeah, I am anxious to see how this rocket launcher works.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
Too bad we used our save. Oh, there are only 3 in there, huh?
I think so, yeah.
Unless some disseminated down the other hallway.
I hope not.
Corridor.
That would be gross. Oh, wow.
Wow,
More.
really? So, not every boss arena in this game has supplied us with extra healing items and extra ammo, as we had grown accustomed to in Resident Evil 2 Remake. But this part of the game has.
It definitely, it supplies you with pretty much everything you need, it seems like.
I don't know, I doubt you could take the final Nemesis out with only 12 grenades and
the rocket
4
launcher.
rockets. But maybe. And I don't think 2 green herbs would necessarily be enough.
Yeah, that is.
Probably if you hardcore know the game, it would.
Oh yeah, I mean, but also, yeah, for people that hardcore know the game, they probably haven't used a healing item for most of this game. Like, there's people that just do, like, no-hit runs and all that. So,
that's true.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
As if you have the dodge mechanics perfectly timed and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it is so weird to me that it's the same damn... If you're holding the aim button, dodge and shoot are the exact same button.
Yeah, exactly. Really.
You've taken the green herb.
Another green herb. Okay, great.
So this should be the final showdown.
I think so.
If it's super hard, then we're going to make another ink ribbon save right here. But right now we're not, because we just did do it before we got the grenade launcher and did a bunch of sorting. So it's kind of pointless in terms of saving that file or saving that ink ribbon and trying to do improved run.
Yeah.
But it is pointful in terms of saving your own time.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I'm thinking of using these, or using at least one.
Yeah, use one, I think.
Let me see how far does I get. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, now we'll know next time that we can use 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Might as well use it. There we go. Everything's green fine.
All right, this is it. Let's see what happens here.
Probably start out with, or save the Magnum and the rocket launcher for the end, because usually he gets harder and faster when he changes forms.
Jill!
Okay.
Jill, where are you? If you can hear this transmission, respond immediately.
I'm here. What's up?
I got us a ride. The chopper
Here
engines are
where?
running and ready to go.
On
You
my
might
way.
want to tell him.
The city's about to become ground zero. Hurry up! And don't forget to take that device with you.
What does it do?
That device tracks the distance of the approaching missile. Make sure you bring it with you. Now listen to me. Don't give up.
How did he
You're
know?
both gonna survive this. Just get over here.
It's portable radar receivers.
How? No, we don't.
Oh.
We don't
okay.
have any inventory.
Yeah, we
for
don't
that.
have slots for that, but hey, that works for me.
She just like puts it on her head.
I
It's a
guess.
Scouter.
I guess it's like, yeah, she just puts it over her neck or something, and that's it. She's got a lanyard up with it.
I wonder. I doubt it's. Maybe it has some gameplay relevance, but it seems like it's going to be more like the boss fight with Nemesis is the big.
Yeah.
You can't just get killed by a missile after that's done, but that'd be funny if you could. Oh yeah,
There
dude.
we go.
Good thing
Wow.
we reorganized.
Yeah, exactly. That is good to see here. All right, I think that's gonna do it.
For this episode of
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3. See you guys next time.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. We'll see you guys next time. And next time meaning 2 minutes from here.
We've changed our format. We have 7-minute episodes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll probably go down to like 10 regular grenades and then switch up after he's here. Watch this be like a super easy thing. And it's mostly just running away from this missile. That's wishful thinking, that's for sure.
Yeah, you might even want to start with the mine thrower.
Just get rid of that early on.
I don't know. It's up to you. You
Yeah.
can start with regular grenades, or the mine thrower is the thing that gives us the ability to shoot and then keep running away.
Run away, yeah.
So, and the freeze grenades should slow him down.
I'll
So those are
start-
going to be,
Yeah, those are the big hitters here.
yeah. And then the Magnum and the rocket launcher will do the most damage.
Yeah.
So everything we got is a win.
Yeah, true. There's no way we lose. All right, let's dive in here.
Warning.
Yep, let's go down
Missile
the elevator and
confirmed.
Yeah. there we
prepare
go.
to die in this fight about
Missile
8,000
attack.
times.
Oh
Confirmed.
goodness, this isn't gonna be good.
Emergency level D. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Emergency level. Get the f out of here.
Yes. It's not D, it's G. TFO.
Okay, so there is a counter.
Yep, we're
It's,
back in Resident Evil
yeah,
ending
yeah.
territory. Come on, guys. Seriously?
Screw it.
Make at least... Oh, there was a storage box there.
All right. I don't think we need storage box since we
No, we pre-prepped or
Yeah.
whatnot.
shotgun shells. We
It's
can't
fine, we
carry.
don't need it.
Yeah. Fine.
Oh, he wasn't done.
No, but I was.
We're done with
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I'm not adding on to that in any way, shape, or form. Oh, that's not good.
What is it good?
Oh, I thought I saw like the fire like symbol thing.
Oh, wait, there was
Oh,
something on
yeah,
the floor.
yeah.
One of our last 2 files.
That's a file.
Touch it. Really?
That's a my photo file.
Here's a picture of Nemesis.
In
Alright,
my
we know the
opinion-
counter doesn't move. so-
Yeah. In my opinion, I feel that it's too early to use this. What? Paracelius?
Paracelsus.
Paracelsus, yeah, sword. In actual fighting. However, in order to acquire the G-Virus that Umbrella has developed, it will be a great help to us. The power of the rail cannon is satisfactory, but please note that it is still having a few remaining problems. Technology Division Colonel Franklin Hart. Franklin Eleanor Hart. It's,
Here we go.
Okay.
Time for the crunchy.
Yeah, that was very... Oh, okay.
Whoa, what was that?
That is not working now. That is Nemesis, I think.
One of Umbrella's deadly bioweapons. Okay, so it's not Nem.
So there's a power thing that we need to use. What do you do? Cool.
Checking system.
This is the Paracelsus sword that they were just talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Checking battery. Warning.
It's the fastest.
There is not enough power to activate the system.
Cool. What are these?
Marked as 2. Can we do anything with it?
Yeah, exactly. That's. I'd like this panel on the wall. That means nothing. Okay. I feel like
We're being watched. Alright,
number
there's-
1. Okay.
Can we do something with you?
It's marked 1.
You can't...
Huge cable connects it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try this again.
So we're gonna die 20 times before we even get to the boss fight. Supply all the power to the external devices. Great. There's a 1, 2, and 3, but how do...
Yeah, I don't know necessarily how that.
How do we access anything that makes changes? Can you search the corpse guys on the ground? Do they have
Let's see.
a key card or something? Hey, dude.
Hey guys, sorry to mess with your eternal slumber or whatever, but kind of need some help here. Core doesn't do anything. That other thing was yellow, so
Yeah, it seems like that would be the starting
yeah,
point.
exactly.
Everything's red with that one. So let's redistribute some power if you can let us interact with something. Ah, okay, thanks.
Oh, does that? Yeah.
Oh,
that's,
okay.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, okay.
Connected.
So we just shove everything in there, okay.
Oh no.
But first, a little bit of...
Yeah. Ew. We really backed that thing up. That's disgusting.
Oh, he's growing. Going through a growth spurt.
Okay, that's a lot.
Why did you hump that guy?
Yeah, and then gain all these endless powers. Hi. Oh.
We also have to still supply power to the other 2 things while we're doing this.
Oh, there's
Acid pools on the floor.
acidic juices. Oh,
Okay, you go up there. We have
Yeah, that's
buttons
fine.
to push in and shit.
that's cool.
We have to go to 2 first.
You keep doing that.
There you go. It's probably easier to do this now.
Yeah,
While
exactly.
he's slow as he's gonna be. Here, touch that.
Oh, dang it. This is
Uh-oh.
unfortunate.
Can't get past him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's so
Dang it.
big.
Yeah, there we go. Oh,
Uh-oh, might need a
yeah,
heal.
I am.
That looked...
That is so
Whoa,
close.
Okay, okay. There we go.
Okay.
Like nothing ever
Away.
happened. Can you go up top again, buddy?
What?
Yeah, climb up the wall, dude.
Why you
yeah,
do
excellent.
that? Yeah, why you do that? I'm gonna do this.
Jump.
Jill.
Jilly.
Jill.
Bean.
Don't you do this to me, Jill. I need you to
There
hurry
it is.
I need you to hurry that up right now. Okay, thank you.
Connected. Rail cannon has been activated.
Nice.
Executing quick charge program. Preparing to fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice audio feedback.
Yeah.
Just change it back to text, buddy, because that is the slowest possible speaker.
Huh.
All we see is like flapping.
Yeah, just
tentacle arm.
a mess going here.
This dude, well, when you gotta go, when you have to go potty, stop and go right away. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Okay, good. 5. Oh,
Oh.
did he just cover the path?
Oh, yeah. Okay. It carves us a path here. I don't think we have to kill this thing, so I'm just going to kind of keep going.
Yeah, I guess.
What? I guess never mind. I think it...
Oh, it's gonna keep firing.
Oh,
so maybe
until
we can
we...
get Nemesis caught in the blast.
Yeah, potentially. It should have hit you.
We probably maybe we have to have it on screen.
Maybe. Okay.
Here, come here. Not you. Yes.
Yeah.
Come on. Did that not hit you?
Okay, well,
Let's heal.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, there we go.
That guy
Go
just
ahead and
keeps
do
spitting.
that.
Oh yeah, maybe a freeze round. Get him to sit there. Yeah, that
That
hit him.
is hitting him directly. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's
Crawling
he's
McGee.
upset.
Well, you can switch to something else if you want.
Let me
See if that freezes him at all.
Yeah. Okay.
He has some sort of effect on him. Oh yeah, dude.
Dang. Okay.
Hey, we weren't in red danger. We're actually doing fine.
Warning. System overheating. Enter cooldown mode.
Oh no.
Oh, we gotta go. Oh, the door's open.
Okay. Sure.
Alright, you be in cooldown mode. We'll be in leaving mode.
Yeah, I'm in get the heck out of Dodge right now mode. Let's
Why? There's just a nuclear missile bearing down on our location. Oh, maybe we should have pushed the things back in first?
Maybe.
Oh, we got a choice here?
Oh, no
way. I guess exterminate.
Yeah, we'll exterminate it.
This is a tough call.
Yeah, because we're limited on time.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna auto do anything because it's this scene. Because it's a choice scene, so we don't need to fight.
Okay. Yeah.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Okay.
She needed the one-liner just to finish it up. Yeah, F this missile that's incoming.
Yeah.
We gotta do an 80s action movie real quick.
Gotta Arnold this up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna see if I can pick anything up. I can't, so let's go.
I mean, I imagine if you don't exterminate him when you're on your way out, then
You'll have to face him
or
at some point.
it'll be like a less quality ending as he guns down or stops you before the missile comes in.
Right. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it, dude.
How did you even know that was still Nemesis? I guess he did say stars when he was done helping the
just-
monster in the corner or whatever.
Really? Oh, okay.
I guess we're all set.
All right then, we're out of here.
You gotta have
Oh,
enough
no.
faith in
It's
helicopters.
here.
Yeah, like one didn't
time to
just get
go.
shot down. Like when you were trying to do that before.
Wow, so they nuke Raccoon City.
Yeah.
That does make sense, but I don't think necessarily even
Doesn't-
nuking it would have stopped the zombie outbreak in its
Yeah.
entirety, depending on how quickly
It's spread. Yeah.
That's it.
Excuse me.
I've had it. This tarnation too far.
But doesn't Raccoon City like exist like in other games?
I don't know. Maybe well after Resident Evil 3 they go to like South America.
Oh, right, yeah.
I would hope that it doesn't exist in other
And now
games
we
that
have
take
a
place
rather
after 3.
unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President and Federal Council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation, and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark. Our hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City.
But not their loved ones.
Yeah, exactly. It sucks for them, I guess.
Their loved ones are doing fine.
Yeah. Everyone will be great. As long as you weren't in the city, you're gonna be totally happy with the rest of your life.
So did we get super lucky and have Nemesis go in the path of the rail gun and just stay there for a little bit so that multiple
I guess
fires hit him? Because
the very first one hit him, and then he started limping, and then after that, he was like, I just ran around him enough to keep him going back and forth, and that was it.
well, after the first one hit him, you ran out, and he exited the little tunnel also.
Yeah, right.
So, because we didn't know that, we thought it carved a path to a new place to go.
Yeah, right.
So we were like, okay, and
so
done.
He ran in behind me, but was super slow, and then he got hit with the second one.
I think he was out of it for a little bit. But yeah, he did end up going back in.
Yeah, he went back in.
And then he just stayed in it. And he got hit for multiple shots.
No, like after I went to change my grenade to the freeze grenade, like I shot him and then he turned around and walked back into it. So yeah, he was adamant about going to his home, I guess. And that didn't get him very far.
Well, damn. We were talking about being disappointed if it was too easy, and
yeah,
I think this actually...
incredibly, like, the worm segment was way harder than this.
Yes,
like,
so was the... Well, I didn't play this part, but it looked like the normal Nemesis while he was still a humanoid form was harder than this, too.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I did just enough damage to get him, I think, changing his form once, like, by myself, and then everything else was the no-go. So... That works for me. It was pretty easy, but yeah, I guess let us know what you guys thought of that one. Like, did we get lucky, or is it just that fight is one of the easier fights in this? Because you do have that timer, even though we stuck around and like shot him and executed him and whatever. Like, we still had a decent amount of time on the clock, so. I guess they're banking on you taking a lot more time to figure out the puzzle or something.
Yeah, or potentially, I mean, he did climb up on the middle thing.
Yeah.
But he could make it a lot harder for you to access the 3 batteries to push in. It's not like it was a difficult... Grade F! Oh, no. Oh, no.
Wow. That is definitely one of the worst that we've done on a...
Well, modern games... I think we got a C on Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
But I think modern games don't give Fs anymore.
Oh.
It's just like A through C or something.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Yeah, you can get A, B, C, and then S and S plus. Like that sort of garbage. Like F doesn't exist. Oh my god. Modern game companies, F is fine. If somebody does the worst possible, give them an F. Yeah. It's fine.
They can do
I don't
better next
feel
time.
sad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No matter what the numbering or grading scale names are, it just means you did the worst, and you don't have to cater to the people who are the most sensitive crybabies in the universe who can't handle seeing an F on the screen. I thought once we were over 20, there was just no way.
Yeah, especially like the time it took us for us to finish it. Mostly because like if it was us just playing it like without like having to go back and redo all the things, we would have done this pretty quickly overall, I'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the extra saves and everything like that, it definitely put us over the edge. But
right.
That's fine.
We've also got at least 2 hours of time where we're just talking.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't hit the pause button. You can play the extra game.
Oh, that's cool.
Thanks. We probably won't, but thanks.
Yeah, exactly. That's good to know. Appreciate that.
We would have gotten more unlocks there if we had done better. Maybe
you
can play the extra game. You get extra costumes. You get infinite ammo. After escaping the city, Jill set out to join Chris Redfield. However, all she found was an empty hideout of Chris's. On the floor was Chris's knife. Jill left without hesitation because she firmly believes that Chris is still alive. She will search for him until she finds him. Then they can go and put an end to Umbrella. Weird that you recognize his knife.
I guess he's had the same knife for forever. Let's add on to this. Let's add on to this extra saves.
All right,
sure.
6 it is.
Yeah. Oh. Is that cool? Is it throwing us in there? Oh, okay. I was like, is this auto?
You can hit start to see what it is.
Yeah, let's see.
Then we'll go over what we thought of the game, and like we said, next time we'll probably do a bonus episode of what happens if we jump off of the freaking bridge.
Yeah, exactly. But wow, okay. Let's see. Next game.
Yeah, so it's possible we got really lucky with him continue, restart, or the mercenaries, or epilogue. I assume epilogue's the same every time.
Yeah.
Maybe if you get the fastest clear, you get there in time to meet up with Chris. Maybe it's like a time-based thing.
I wonder, yeah. Or if that's just like the setup for the next game or whatever, where they're interacting.
Maybe, although the next game stars Leon.
It's Leon, right? Yeah. So like Resident Evil 5 or whatever.
Yeah, Chris was in Resident Evil 5. I don't know if Jill was or wasn't, but anyway,
I wonder. It's probably the Mercenaries.
That's the new game,
Yeah,
But if we hit continue, what does it do? The final save point?
Maybe, yeah.
It all began as an ordinary day
Oh.
in September.
No,
An ordinary day
Puts us back
in
to the
Raccoon
beginning.
City.
but we might
A
have
city
like full
controlled by
inventory
Umbrella.
or something like that.
Like a new game plus kind of thing.
Some weapons,
No one
yeah.
dared to oppose them. And that
I think
lack
we
of
would have to
strength
get a
would
faster clear
ultimately
time to
lead
get
their
like infinite
destruction.
ammo weapons.
Yeah,
and things,
I'm
but
sure.
I wonder what the continue is.
I
'Cause if it
suppose
lets
they
you
had to
start
suffer
from the
the
beginning,
consequences
but
of
with
their actions.
weapons,
Yeah.
then you could get that faster clear time a lot easier.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
That would kind of defeat the purpose, though.
If we had a grenade launcher like early levels, this whole
It's
game
true
would
that once
like
the wheels
we
of
could get
justice
to the
begin to
hospital
turn,
in like an
nothing can
hour
stop
or
you.
something like that. Like
Nothing.
it would not take long at all.
Well, yeah, much less the Magnum
It was
with
Raccoon
18
City's
rounds
last
that we didn't
chance.
even use.
Yeah, exactly.
Last chance.
I'm genuinely surprised that they give you the extra weapon in the like. I thought they would.
We didn't even use the rocket launcher after all that.
Chopper Delta, preparing to drop off in area.
Hey, Chopper Delta! Hey!
Buddy, it's been so long.
Alright, if we hit the select button, can we
Yeah.
skip all this?
That we can.
Alright, goodbye to your life and your home. You're just in this... I guess you died and you're in purgatory because...
This
just-
is your life now. This
Yeah.
is just the infinity that you were going to live with.
Your last escape is just eternal. Constantly going through this loop over and over again. All I want to see is your inventory, Jill.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Nope.
Huh.
Start the same as before.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a harder game.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
the difficulty's
Like,
tuned up
increased.
higher.
Yeah, to that next level, potentially. Or it's like legit, you can just replay this game now with just the knowledge that you had previously.
But what's the point of continuing from this save that has a different 00-01
01.
as opposed to restarting from the actual very beginning? Well, you guys can fill us in because
Yeah.
you guys are definitely,
More well versed.
yeah,
Yes.
you've got a lot more expertise in this game than we do. You've been filling us in on various things all along the way, and avoiding spoilers, which we very much appreciate, so
Yes.
thank you for that. But yeah, let us know if that boss fight, if the final boss fight is always easy, or we just got super lucky because at the beginning he climbed up through the middle, allowing us to access the batteries really quickly, and then you only had to get around him to get to the final battery,
Yeah.
and
pretty
that
much.
was a little challenging because he takes up so much space.
Right.
But that could have been going on for the first two batteries, making the whole fight a lot harder.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you got him into the corridor of the railgun, and he just stayed in the corridor of the railgun, and he took like multiple shots until he was out.
Yeah.
So that seemed like that could have been way too easy, or we got way too lucky. But you guys can let us know if it's always that easy, and it's just easy to lure him in there, and he moves super slow all the time.
Yeah.
Because he didn't seem like he was moving fast with or without the ice rounds on him.
Yeah, the ice round barely slowed him down. It seemed like after the first hit, it was just like it blew his legs off or something, and that was it. Like he's just crawling around at like the slowest speed possible. Which,
Even before the railgun hit him, when he first was in the field, he was just like. You know what I'm saying? It's slow.
does that sound? Yeah, that sounds about right. That's exactly verbatim what I remember.
Yeah. If we turned off the screen right now,
Yeah.
you close your eyes. If I go you will think that you're playing that final boss fight again.
Did you do the sound design for that?
Oh man,
Like a few years ago.
no, but I know a guy.
Oh no, I know a guy.
So, all right, let's
man.
die here and
Yeah.
see what the mercenaries thing is, maybe. Even if you press nothing, she shook him off.
Yeah.
Huh.
She eventually will shake him. Wow.
All right, she takes Taylor Swift to heart.
Oh.
You didn't even do that.
No, I didn't touch a button.
Huh. Touch button, you get deady.
And yeah, let's see if we dive into the mercenaries. It'll probably be a brand new like opening.
Yeah, it
Probably
should be
just Carlos's view.
or
potentially.
Carlos plus Nikolai plus
Maybe.
Mikhail before things went south.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him.
Bump, 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 bump. Maybe we should check out Mercenaries. Just go over what we thought of the game now and check out Mercenaries in the next one.
That's true. Yeah.
After we do the jump down the cliff.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. So let's do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so all in all, Resident Evil 3-ville, I thought was a freaking great game. I was very impressed with this game. It seemed like a whole lot of fun. Although that final boss fight did seem quite anticlimactic, but you guys can let us know if that was always the case or if it's just we got super uber lucky. But I really, really liked the change up to the Resident Evil formula, because it works fine in Resident Evil 1 to be in a creepy mansion filled with weird puzzles and things and secret halls and unusual ways to open passages up and things like that.
Right,
in 2, it's really forced because you're in the police department that used to be a museum.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe. I don't think that people would have to go solving all these puzzles all around the police station in order to open the elevator to go to the garage, but maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. Yeah, so it's a little bit more forced there. And here they said, okay, let's not do that. Let's just say she's running around the city.
Yeah.
And some of the... Oh, that screen that we just saw?
Yeah.
With the where you go downstairs into the area, that's where you use the square crank.
Oh, yeah, for that extra metal door that's
Yeah.
there. Yeah, okay. Man. Yeah, I had never even thought of that.
Yeah.
We didn't even because the zombies were there, so we're like, okay, F it. We're not exploring that section
Right.
there, yeah.
Right, and later crows came, so
Yeah.
we didn't go back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, but Chocolate Rob said that's what... I don't remember what was actually behind there, but that's where we actually used the square crank, because we were just later in the game like, oh, we're going to use this somewhere.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But in any case, yeah, so I thought it was awesome to change it up and let you free roam. Not completely free roam, but a lot of area of city became like the area where you're traveling through. There aren't necessarily as many puzzles because it is still a little bit convoluted when you're in the middle of a city. You have to like take a seal and put it into a statue to open up a different place in the city. That doesn't really make as much sense, but still most of it made sense where you're going around all these locations, and it was really fun to be in a larger environment where you're not as constrained in solving the mystery puzzles of the secret mansion, which is an awesome setting. But I like that they changed it up here so that every single game doesn't have that exact feel to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you play Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2, like obviously we did Resident Evil 2 the remake, so there's like that factoring involved, but nevertheless the story ends up being somewhat similar. Like in 2 you do at least get to go to the sewers, and that changes it a little bit, but you're still a little bit more confined in the area that you're playing in. This is like that blows it out of the water, and then you basically have access to most of the city, which is, it seems massive, but like the way that they did the actual game design, like the levels of it, made it like pretty uniform, but good enough that you could like go back and check out other stuff if you wanted to. So it's a cool mix kind of what they did before with some brand new elements. And yeah, it was pretty fun overall. It's fun going back to the old school like tank control style. And I like that they integrated like some new parts of it, like blowing up explosives or having the different guns involved, like with the grenade launcher put in, so you can change it up with acid rounds and the fire rounds and the freeze rounds and all that stuff too. So overall, it was fun. Like there's a ton of fun to be had in this game, and just like every Resident Evil game, like there's a good amount of like replayability from it because of just how much there is to access. So like I'm sure we beat the game and we did like a small percentage of the overall available things, which is fun for sure. So yeah, I had a fun time with it, and the puzzles weren't crazy. They were fairly straightforward. They take a little bit of time, but which is good. Like it's not like a super easy just extra thing to do. You do actually have to think about some of them a little bit more, which is fun. But yeah, I had a great time with it. I'm glad that we hopped in on Resident Evil 3. And getting Nemesis in the game is also fun, because you get to see the multiple stages of him and how freaky he can be with the stars thing that he comes out with. So yeah, I had a great time with it for sure. very happy we played it.
Yeah, I also like that they get you going faster. Like, we found the shotgun so early I was surprised. But yeah, they move you right out of knife and pistol. And I didn't mind that you had knife and pistol for so long in Resident Evil 1 because it makes it feel more tense.
Yeah.
But since this is 3, it's good that they're, again, changing it up. I like it when not every game is exactly the same, which a lot of people seem to prefer when every game is exactly the same. Yeah, I prefer it when the games actually change things up. So you have Mario, way back, you have the very first Super Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, Castlevania, and then you had Super Mario Brothers 2, at least in the US, it was Doki Doki Panic, or the version that was a totally different style of game. And then Zelda 2 was a totally different style of game. And Castlevania 2 was a totally different style of game. And I really liked that each game kept changing, and the sequel wasn't like a cut and paste.
Yeah, right.
But then a lot of people didn't like that. So they wanted the sequel to be a cut and paste, like the original, but just more.
Right.
So it was kind of weird to me, and when they went back and then, you got the next games in each series were much closer to what the first game was again, instead of making this like constantly branching with new ideas kind of scenario. A lot of people prefer if every sequel is more along the same lines.
Yeah, right.
So that seems to be the current trend. Like, every Pokemon game is very similar to the Pokemon game that came before. A lot of games are now similar to a high degree of what came before. Anyway, that's why Final Fantasy is one of my more favorite series, because each game kind of changes everything up, the battle system, the story, everything changes.
Right.
So I really like that this game is completely different than the first two in terms of like giving you that much larger area to explore feel, giving you the weaponry earlier on, that sort of thing, having one major zombie constantly hounding you down. So to me, some of those things work better than others. I don't necessarily prefer just the one main boss, have Nemesis tracking you down throughout the entire game, but I like it that they did it because it's so different from the prior game, so it makes everything feel fresh.
Yeah.
So I like the multiple bosses of the first game better, but I still like it that they didn't do that, even though it's my personal preference, because of just combining a whole bunch of different things in the Resident Evil universe, and it's still obviously a sequel. It's not that they change everything so differently that it's unrecognizable from what came before.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's so much that ties in back. Like, they do have the references to like the first game with her and Chris and all that kind of stuff, and like even some of the puzzle elements of all that still remain from the first, and like the gunplay elements still remain from the first, especially with these controls being very similar.
Right, yeah. The controls, you can obviously tell you're playing Resident Evil.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like all the changes and the directions that they took it. It's really... I really like both halves of the game. I think Arc the Dream Wolf was the one who was saying the first half feels like this new kind of thing with the more of an exploration element, and the second half feels more like the original games where you're in a few areas that are more constrained and you have to solve these puzzles to open up the next access to the next area. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like both halves of the game a lot.
Yeah, so another thing that was different in this game that I thought was that was pretty cool from the I guess from 1, and I'm not sure how 2 handles it, but the cutscenes with the higher quality, like the actual CG looks better in the cutscene, so it does, especially for the time that this was made, that has to be a mind-blowing elemental change in that, and it was pretty cool, even getting to see those cutscenes, how they tried to transition them in and out of the gameplay. It's not just black screen, you get a movie kind of video file playing, and then black screen, you're back in the game.
Right.
It's pretty cool how they try to kind of blend them in and out. So this is, I guess, some of the earlier segments of that in this higher quality style that I've seen anyway. And it obviously it's dated because it looks dated because it is dated, but it definitely seems like at its time would be ahead of its time for a game kind of like this. So it was pretty fun to see to see all those cutscenes, and the voice acting is better than the first one, even if it's not by if it's not like a night and day difference, but it is it is quite a bit better for sure. So they just kind of took everything from one in terms of like the cinematics and the audio quality and all that kind of stuff, and just really leveled it out, which was great. Yeah.
Whereas one was, we played it, it had a live action film segment at the beginning. That was quite well done and expertly acted.
Yeah.
And no one has ever critiqued it to this day. It's the one thing that the internet can agree on.
Exactly.
Is the quality of Resident Evil 1 voice acting and acting work in general. But okay, so yeah, another thing that was awesome about this game was the music. So people had been telling us that Resident Evil 2, or some people across the internet were saying, well, they say everything across the internet, every opinion has 2,000 supporters and no one can agree on anything. But anyway, the music was removed in the remakes for a more of a, just full silent,
like tense kind of thing.
Yeah, ambiance. And so it's like some of the open world games where they just have silence instead of music running throughout. And this game, we went back to a game with a soundtrack. So almost everywhere we were, there was music playing, and some of it was really well done, and it was still suspenseful. So I kind of see both sides of that argument, where make it feel more real builds attention, but also having a freaky kind of horror-esque soundtrack also helps build attention. So I did like the soundtrack in this game. Thought it was pretty well done. And what else can we say about this little mother?
Oh, the characters.
Oh yes, okay. I think I heard somewhere that originally they were going to have an all-new character as the main character for this game, and I would have liked that better. Like, I don't like that every modern Resident Evil game has to be Chris and Leon and the whole gang, and they all are superheroes who survive everything. I like the more grounded version where Chris was a special forces cop in the first game. You could see him surviving that under certain circumstances, but not like later games where he's a superhero who punches boulders and they explode and all of this. Like, no, that's not for me, man. Unless you actually give him like some virus cells or make it make sense in the story, he should be at the level of a trained human, not even the most highly trained ever human, like special forces cop SWAT type officer human.
Right.
So yeah, I still like it when they introduce new characters. And I like, it's not that I didn't like the way that they tied Jill in, because you do go back to the STARS office in the police department and all that sort of thing. Right. They probably did to save money and assets, but like, you didn't have to do that. They could have had a new character go to new environments that were specific to that new person. I personally would have preferred that. I still like the way that they worked Jill into it anyway, so it's not like it was bad. I just would have liked it if it's, I like when they add more layers to the story, and one great way to do that is to have a bunch of characters who are the main characters, as opposed to focusing on like a handful, 3 or 4.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I guess I'm also not like terribly familiar with like the whole cast and crew of Resident Evil as we're like going through this. So Jill, really, this is kind of like the first handful of times that we've really seen them kind of interact, or I've seen them interact. So for me, it's not as bad, but yeah, you can definitely tell there is a trend that Resident Evil developers tend to follow, and it's with these certain characters that reference each other, and that's kind of all there's room for. So yeah, it doesn't really leave a lot of room to get to know all the new characters along the way, because even like Carlos was a major factor in this game, and we know almost nothing about him. And like the rest of the mercenaries, I think it was cool to like bring in the mercenaries into the group, because like that adds a brand new element to, it's not just Jill surviving, it's like now there's other people with their other like intentions involved and all that kind of stuff. Like, you still have to play that mind game of who do you trust, who do you not, like while you're going around and doing all these tasks. So I would have liked the mercenaries to be shelled out a little bit more, because obviously, like you said, like if you bring in other people, it does kind of deepen the story a little bit more, even if they don't have a huge impact on things. Just having back and forths with people and having kind of the rapport built in the game, it makes things like feel more heavier, or like consequences have more like
or decisions have more consequences when you know the people that you're leaving behind instead of just like, oh, this is a human vibe.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would definitely like that would be a thing I would change is try and bring them in a little bit more. But I guess you can only do so much when you're limited on voice acting and all that kind of stuff too. So I kind of see why they did it, but yeah, would have been better. Like the Vladimir thing at the end, it was kind of like anticlimactic. It would have been nice to see him like get his just desserts while you saw him like being a traitor to his team.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was pretty anticlimactic for everything that happened. So
yeah, Nikolai too.
Yeah, exactly. Vladimir had it coming, but Nikolai, yeah,
didn't get to see either of them go.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, yeah, Nikolai would definitely. It would have been nice to even have a cutscene or something with him. Get to see Nemesis take him down and really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it was still really good. I still had fun with it, for sure. So, the story is, it's getting better, especially, I think, than, like, Resident Evil 1 with the new environments and everything, like you said. But there's still some things here and there that, yeah, I could spare to change.
Yeah, so, looks like that's going to do it for this episode of Resident Evil 3. We are going to still do a bonus one where we jump down the freaking cliff and see what happens there, and where we actually check out the mercenaries real quick. But while we're heading out, we wanted to say thank you to Ark the Green Wolf and Chocolate Rob and Bolar Her and the people who've been helping us along the way the most with a lot of insight because they've played the game before.
Definitely.
And yeah, appreciate you guys' comments and helping us out with the insider information. So let us know what other games you'd like to see us play, that sort of thing. We are still planning on playing Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 4, probably the remake on that one. For this one, most people told us to play the original. People approve of the original or prefer it to the remake. And for 4 so far, I've heard that the remake is fantastic. So we'll probably again go towards the remake on that one. Mm-hmm. They're on the list for the near future. They're not necessarily immediate, but they should be coming up as soon as we get a chance. Mm-hmm. Oh, Resident Evil 3. I heard in the remake, one of the problems that people had was that Nemesis didn't seem that intimidating. So we haven't seen the scenes and do a side-by-side comparison or anything like that, but I've heard people complain that he just seems like in every scene, it's more like the reaction that we had from the bridge scene, where it's like a quick duck and dive and push, and he just seems like a punk rather than any sort of intimidating giant mutation monster.
Right, yeah.
So
that was an interesting choice for that bridge section. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if every section is the bridge section in this game, then it's just like you laugh whenever Nemesis comes into the room. So yeah, I could see if it's like that equivalent, I could totally see why people are like, oh, this is. I'd rather face Nemesis than like 2 regular zombies.
Right.
Like, if that's the case.
Yeah. So if they always made him a giant pushover, then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, let us know what you guys thought, like this versus the remake. Do you prefer the original, or is the remake have, besides the graphics, is there actually something to it? I guess, yeah, let us know what you think. And let us know what you thought of our playthrough. This was going through blind, so obviously we missed some things here and there, but we had some fun along the way. And yeah, thanks for you guys' comments, like Rob said, to help us out after we really clear up some things that we were kind of have questions about and all that kind of thing. So yeah, it was a ton of fun. And let us know if there's any other games you guys would like to see us play, for sure.
Yeah, see you guys in the next game.
Yes, indeed. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Wait, what? He's gone down on one knee like 20 times.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we have to hit him with more acid? Nope.
Oh.